Well, you know the MLB is a gift. The MLB disaster to move the All-Star game out of Georgia is the gift that keeps on giving. And as usual, like little me saying, it's good. It's the backlash is immense, and it's something that both the Rob Manfred and the MLB didn't see coming. Wait, which in my honest opinion they should have, but you know how woke, but you know how corporations, they decided to think, okay, we gotta show people that we're actually woke on this crap. Well, I will tell you how it went down. I will tell you how this crap went down, so I'll just say whatever best. These are my 2 cents. Let's get a rundown about this. I won't mention the whole MLB moving to Colorado thing because I already talked about that one. But let's get to it. First off, we'll start with some of the funnies. I love making it funny. Apparently we'll talk about how the MLB, the Cleveland Indians had to get rid of had to retire Chief Wahoo, which is an iconic logo in my honest opinion, and because some woke idiots were pissed off about it, seeing that it's offensive. Offensive to who? Offensive to who? You? Because I feel like that says something about you that it does a lot of people. Well, anywho, like I said, the Cleveland Indians bent the knee to it. They retired Chief Wahoo, a great logo on the altar of wokeness. And lots of people were pissed off about it. But to woke idiots, they was like, the only reaction to many things that they like to say is, it's the current year. And I was like, fuck you. Like, take your current year and shove it up your fucking ass, you anti-fun idiots. To no one's surprise, during opening day of the Cleveland area, there's multiple beautiful planes flying out. There's multiple planes flying out the around Cleveland with some unique yet tasteful. Should I say, not say tasteful, I would say beautiful taglines for people in the woke idiots. Basically, I think the one that really made me laugh was the planes flying around that was saying some things that pissed off the woke idiots. To them, I was like, you guys are my heroes now. You guys are my heroes. Yeah, so basically, the lines that they was putting out were some really good ones. One of them being Chief Wahoo. Chief Wahoo, did your mom? Classic. Cancel these nuts? Classic. Oh, and a big one. Make Chief Wahoo great again. Apparently people, and lefties got pissed off about it, but then again, it was like, I don't know why they're pissed off about it, because, well, they're the ones who has to bring this shit on everyone. All they want to do is they want to come in and try to change everything so they can act like, oh, we're just trying to make everything better, which they're not. They're mostly, they only do shit like this so they can act like, to be wokely woke for whatever fucking reason. But anywho, I find it to be funny, to be perfectly honest. And then there's the other one, and then there's the one of my other favorites, which is, so yeah, basically that was it. I'm sorry, I try to get my words together. Then there's also the fact that then there's also the fact about the blowback that's coming from from the Atlanta being about Atlanta losing $100 million. Well, apparently Stacey Abrams is getting a shit ton of blame on this one. Well, not only Stacey Abrams, President Joe Biden and Barack Obama. All of them are being blamed, are getting blamed for the crap that for the MLB pulling out Atlanta over some woke bullcrap, because here's the thing. Atlanta needed wanted that money to restart their communities. And like I said, they are being called out like a motherfucker because of one reason only. They were being called out because, well, they was trying. They just instead of them actually telling the woke idiots to fuck off, they decided to bend the knee and decided to move the All-Star game based on a fucking lie by the mainstream media. And honestly, and the thing was, everyone is calling Stacey Abrams a progressive progressive racist for ruining her own city. I mean, for pulling the All-Star game out because they said that to her, to people like her, they don't care about facts. They only care about making headlines or being woke and all that crap. And honestly, I agree. I mean, some of them actually was and funny thing, the whole thing when the MLB was trying to say they're not racist, well, that's going to be kind of a problem because, no surprise, they're now being called racist. I know, right? I know, shocker, right? Well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, that's no fucking surprise right there because, well, instead of the MLB actually tried to, try to say fuck you, they decided to act like, oh, we're just doing this to prove people we're not racist. Where, in fact, what they did by moving the All-Star game out of the blackest city in America to one of the whitest cities in America, i.e. Denver, it's racist. I know. And because of that, instead of MLB trying not to be racist, they inadvertently became racist. I just couldn't help but to laugh at this because I find this so funny. So funny. oh. And also here's the beautiful thing. And also the next thing happened is that former commissioner Faye Vincent, the former commissioner of the MLB, is calling out Rob Manfred and the MLB for bending to the knee to the mob. And honestly, I'm not really surprised about that one because people are sick and tired of this woke crap. I mean, heck, even I get tired of that. Heck, it's really funny how the MLB is shooting themselves in the goddamn foot, all because they want to act wokety woke and try to get money for people who don't give a fuck about their sport. You think catering to these easy trigger fucktards actually give a fuck about going to give a fuck about your sport when you give them what they want? Fuck no. And you know what? I had to do some research last night before I went to bed because I had to do some crap on this one. So I decided to do some interesting facts on the whole situation. Okay, now everyone's saying, well, the whole MLB, the whole voters required a photo ID law is racist. Well, yeah, here's the thing. There's actually a new poll that come out that said that the majority of all Americans, both left, right, and center, actually are in favor of this one. Here it is. Requiring all voters to provide photo ID in order to vote. In all Americans, 72% are in favor, 72% in favor, 42% neither, 13% opposed. Democrats, 56% favor, 20% neither, 24% opposed. Republicans, 91% favor, 5% neither, 4% opposed. So this whole voter laws are racist narrative, it's a crock of shit. It really is a crock of shit. And anybody who's pushing this is full of shit themselves. It's full of shit itself. And honestly, I don't blame people fighting back on this one because honestly, this is bullshit. Because this is actually fucking bullshit. And people are now fighting back on this one because people are sick and tired of the bullshit. I'm sick and tired of it too. Like I said, no one gave a fuck. SCWs don't really give a fuck about this, about sports in general. All they care about is trying to push a narrative. A narrative. So now the MLB is going. So now the MLB, go figure, despite is going to lose a shit ton of money and ratings, all because they want to support this false narrative about the ID voting laws in Georgia is actually racist. That's bullshit, man. All this is nothing but they just trying to. This whole thing is so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. It makes my goddamn head spin. The goddamn head spin. And the fact that you know what? And the fact that they always want to use the whole we just want to make sure. We just want to make sure that everyone is try to make every vote count. Every vote count my ass. They just want. I mean, yeah, I'm all up for every vote counts. But the thing is, you got to make sure doesn't matter where the fuck you go to. You have to have a voter ID in order to vote. Anybody who thinks otherwise is a fucking moron. Is a fucking moron. And also, Shannon Sharp, he's getting lambasted by many people because he decided to because despite him being all pro-black, he supported the MLB moving the All-Star game out of Georgia. How the fuck do you consider yourself being all black? How the fuck do you consider yourself being pro-black and then support this move, causing black people $100 million? That's not being pro-black. That's being a fucking sellout. That's being a fucking sellout. And honestly, looking at this, I'm now seeing how that these so-called black leaders. These so-called pro-black leaders, they don't actually care. They don't actually care about being pro-black. Oh no, the only time they actually give a fuck about being pro-black is for one reason only: to have people vote. To have people do nothing but vote Democrat. I never seen some shit like this in my life. But the fact is they don't. But the fact is these so-called pro-blacks are the true sellouts. We like to call people who actually work for the Republican side sellouts. Yo, look at them. They're the biggest sellouts out this motherfucker. And for what? All because they want to make sure that. The people, they can get mad at the Republicans for shit that at most time ain't completely their fault. And I had to put that right there. I had to say that rightly. But yet when every time when a Democrat does something, they suffer no fucking blowback whatsoever. And to me, I have to call bullshit on that one because it's like we're fighting against each other, and yet the only people who are actually winning are this. Charles Barkley said it best. And I respect my man Charles Barkley. I really do. He said it best. Like, the only reason why we have this much division is because we have a system was created that way for both sides of the political aisle, both Republican and Democrat, fighting to have us fight against each other, just so they can still remain in power and still get money. what he said was the absolute truth, and I don't blame him. That's why I fucks with people. See, we need more people like Charles Barkley to speak like it is. And honestly, Shannon Sharp should be fucking ashamed of himself. You celebrating the MLB moving from a city, from Atlanta, which is the blackest city in America, to Denver, where it's one of the whitest cities in America. Am I missing? Can someone please explain that shit? Because I fucking can't. I really do. But, you know, people are now going to be, like I said, people are sick and tired of this bullshit. And the thing is, about woke idiots, they don't, when it comes to cancel culture, they don't, facts don't matter. Feelings, only their fucking feelings matter. Because like Brian Kemp says, and I'm sorry, I have to. Like Brian Kemp said, Georgia has 17 days of early voting. While Colorado has 15 days of early voting. I mean, you can do the fucking math here, ladies and gentlemen. But, like he said, when it comes to cancel culture, facts don't matter. They never do. Well, that's no surprise, because when you deal with idiots of cancel culture, facts really don't matter to them. All they care about is pushing a false narrative just to earn some sympathy points. But I just want to put this. I just want to put this out there because I feel like this whole MLB thing is a big fucking disaster that shouldn't happen. But you know, idiots. But you know, corporations they'll do anything just to make sure that they don't get canceled, so they can get those woke dollars. Because in their minds, being appeasing to woke people is a bit how business says, but it's also saying you don't care about your customers who actually give a fuck about your products. Because at the end of the, and here's something, and I keep saying this time and time again, corporations, and these to be known to woke idiots, corporations don't give a fuck about you, whatever bullshit causes are. All they care about is getting your fucking money. Because in their eyes, the only color they give a fuck about is the color green. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss another update, share with your friends, share with your neighbors, share with your significant other, and all that. Until next time, this is Darkstar2K7, aka South Sky Chaser. I wish you have a wonderful Wednesday. But in all seriousness though, fuck you MLB, fuck you Rodman Fell, fuck you Obama. Didn't think I have to say, well, this is the first time I actually said F you to Obama. Fuck you Stacey Abrams, and also fuck you Joe Biden. That is all. Peace.